Hey guys, this is Austin from Texas Tech Review, and we are wrapping up the new iPad announcement. And you missed the blooper. I called it the iPad 3, and yeah, Chris did the iPod HD. I wish it was actually the iPad 3 or something to it. Just the new iPad. Let's start with that first. We'll get into the specs in a second. What do y'all think about the name?
I think it's a surprise, for one. I don't think anybody anticipated it being called the new iPad, but you know, I think it kind of makes sense for new people coming into the tablet market. You know, when you go into the store, what do most people say anyway when they go into the store? I want the iPad. They don't necessarily give it a number. You know, you don't walk in saying I want iPad 1, I want iPad 2. You just say I want the iPad. So in that sense, I think it makes sense.
Definitely does.
So
two of
us agree at least.
But
I do not.
But I mean, you know, it could have been called iPad HD, iPad 3, obviously, iPad 4G for.
But that's something that
so.
Even the rumor. I just think it's interesting that of all the things, even the rumors didn't get that right.
Yeah. Well, who saw that coming? Really? I mean,
that's the one thing that. I think that was the one surprise after this whole event.
Yeah.
That was it.
Pretty much everything else was a non-surprise, especially, well, obviously LTE, but we'll get into that.
Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in to our Justin TV. That was a great appreciation. Just want to make sure everybody knew that. Thank you for watching us if you got to see it.
Yeah,
now let's get into the specs. Devon,
viewers.
I know you got the sheet up on your. Yeah, I got into the 2000s, so appreciate it.
What do you need, Austin?
Awesome, you're rad.
Austin,
Give
what do
us
you
the
need?
specs. Give us the rundown. You were live tweeting the whole time. Give us the specs.
All right. Well, first off, I guess I'll start with the processor. It's called the A5X. It is not quad core. It's dual core, but the graphics are quad core. That's compared to, say, the Tegra 3, which has 5 cores technically, plus a 16-core graphics. But the thing about iOS that beats over Android is iOS has the games, Android not so much. So
Definitely.
16-core graphic processor doesn't do much for them if they don't have games to run it on.
Now, we got also VGA FaceTime camera, so it's going to stay the same, but
Still
an
VGA,
iSight camera.
I am disappointed. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Chris, can you are you updating your devices, by the way?
You talking about the 5.1?
Yep.
I'm not currently,
Yeah.
but I will. I haven't.
I'm doing it right as we speak.
moment. So
We'll get back to. I digress.
Yeah.
Talk about the iSight camera. Tell me about that's the biggest thing. I think one of the biggest things in this.
Well,
Chris,
Oh, Devon, you're choppy.
yeah, we're losing you, Devon. But you're referring to the front-facing camera, which is
Oh, look,
now,
Devon's showing the
now the
breakdown.
iSight. So the iSight camera, being what it is, I mean, what are people going to use it for? Mostly, it's FaceTime, right? You're not going to necessarily. I mean, a lot of people obviously point this screen at themselves to take a photo of themselves, because obviously you're not going to turn your iPad around and try to hold it like this, you know, trying to take a picture like this kind of thing. You know, if you're trying to do that.
Well, Chris, as you can see here on my screen, I have the text sheets up. If you want to go to my screen, I got the text sheets up.
I also have an entire 10.1.
That's pretty interesting music that you're playing there, Devon. That was rocking, man. Yeah, your voice was doing some kind of crazy rad stuff.
Let's do some auto tune.
All right, so notice that on the spec sheet there, it is calling it a FaceTime camera, iSight camera, FaceTime camera, basically the same thing. So that's what Apple is calling it.
Well, the iSight is what's in the iSight camera? Tell the people.
So are they calling? Okay, so I got that mixed up. Then they're calling the back camera the iSight camera. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
The front one's just the VGA.
Okay. Yeah. Right. But I thought that's what they were referring to as far as the FaceTime camera. Okay. Well, the iSight camera obviously is leaps and bounds better than what we have in the iPad 2. It's a 5 megapixel camera, but it has the same optics as what we see in the iPhone 4S. Backside illumination, which just means that you'll be able to shoot in fairly low light and get a much crisper, sharper illuminated.
But there's no flash.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care. I hate the flash on the iPhone. I absolutely hate it. I very rarely use it, and I mean, really, what are you going to be shooting with the iPad? That's that's going to cause you to really need that flash. I mean, unless you're shooting in low light and you need that, that constant light. But even
hey,
it's
you
horrible.
could turn your iPhone into the flashlight and just have it up against the iPad and take
I've
a
done
picture.
I've done that before as well, and I've used my iPad as a flashlight to shine on my daughter, for instance, when I'm taking a photo with my iPhone. Where's my iPhone? Where'd my
See
iPhone
that,
go?
Austin?
Somebody stole my iPhone. Austin, you took my iPhone.
You think single flash is bad? Check this out.
Yeah,
I got dual flash on this. See that?
Oh man, it's crazy. Here I'm trying to look for my iPhone, and it's right in front of me for the live feed here. So it's my camera, so I can't use it. But I think it's great. I think it's going to make more sense now for somebody to do this, to be videoing with their iPad, because the camera is so much better.
We haven't even got there yet. It's
Honestly, I kind of like the camera placement of this a little better. See, the camera's like straight in the center,
be in the center. Yeah, I agree.
as opposed to up in the corner like right there.
Well, let's move it up. Let's move it on. Move it on. There's 4G, baby, not plus 3G, plus 4G. Let's talk about that, Chris.
4G, meaning we have a very, very
LTE.
fast LTE connection to our iPad. So we have now 3 ways to connect data or, just with devices.
Well, 4 ways.
4 ways being
that's a different
3G.
story.
So we have Bluetooth, we have Wi-Fi, we have 4G
HDS
and
plus.
3G.
You forgot HBS Plus and all that.
HSPA Plus. You keep forgetting the S, Austin.
Yeah.
I know. Just I call it H Plus for short.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that as well. But I mean, this should be awesome if you live in a major metropolitan area like we do here, being in Houston. So you'll be able to get those 4G speeds. And I'm still kind of on the fence of whether or not I'm going to jump to that or not.
Well, here's the question now.
Mm-hmm.
AT&T is very limited. What is it, Devin? They have just now opened up one in Chicago, San Antonio. I mean, not San Antonio, San Francisco area, New York.
Are you talking about LTE?
Yeah, but
LTE is actually pretty widespread now for AT&T. They've opened up almost everywhere.
But the question is now,
which
which network are you going to go with? It's the same.
Exactly.
It's the same
Verizon,
question.
But
Verizon
here's the
has
deal,
more cities, so.
I was about to say, Verizon has over 200, if not more, 250, and they add 30 CD. They add 30 CDs every month.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, if you travel a lot, Verizon's your go-to. What do you think?
Right? Yeah, I agree. Totally.
I mean, so that's what I'm saying, Chris. If you're gonna get it, hypothetically speaking, of course.
But I mean,
are you gonna do it? That's the question. What would you choose?
Am I going to go with 4G period, or which network would I go with?
What network? What network?
Oh man,
are you grandfathered into unlimited?
No, because I didn't get 3G with my iPad 1, so so I was locked out of that. But my gut is saying Verizon, just because I've had so much success using my.
I mean, you have a MiFi, but then again, you could test AT&T's network. In a way, you could battle the test with your MiFi.
That's true too. I could do that.
So we could use it for testing.
See that you're just adding more complexity to the decision. So it's a tough call. So I don't know. We're gonna have to ponder that as we stand in line for that.
We got about
hours.
A week.
So
we got about a week and a half.
We've got a week to think about it, and as we stand in line and we talk about all this exhaustively.
Oh, we forgot. Speaking of which, it comes out March 16th.
Yeah, March 16th. So a lot of people were saying the 9th. We were hoping for the 9th, but it actually helps me. And remember what I was talking about as far as getting those cables that we needed for the live stream. Paid for 2-day shipping and didn't need it, but oh well. But at least
at least we're gonna have it.
At least now I know I'm gonna have my T-shirt, right?
Yeah,
which means
I gotta get one.
which means now you need to order yours today, Austin, so you can have it by next week. Okay. So
What
come on,
t-shirt?
$12, $13. You know, we need to be matchy out there. So
What
Well, we
t-shirt?
need to get Devin to get one too, just for fun.
yeah.
Give
that
me
needs
a
to
give me
go.
a link. Give me a link. What t-shirt are you talking about?
Yeah, post a link in the chat.
Yeah, I can do that. But I mean, there's many different sites out there to find an app. I'm just talking about a generic Apple shirt. I got the shirt with the Apple logo with the Steve Jobs bite out of it, and it says underneath it "Think Different." So that's what I'll be wearing at the launch.
I don't know about wearing an Apple shirt for me, but
Now-
You need to get
No,
you need
you're
to get
getting one.
you need to get an Apple hater shirt. You know.
no, I'd get booed in line. I wouldn't want to do that.
You need to get the Android biting out of the Apple or something like that.
Yeah, I'd get booed out of line. I'd get kicked out of the mall.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, anyways, let's look at this though. So it's the same inches in height as it is, an iPad 2 pretty much, right, Chris?
Same size.
Yep, same exact
Same
size. I think
size.
they're saying it's
Now-
like 1 millimeter difference, and not even 1 millimeter. I mean, it's just barely.
I'm
different.
disappointed. I'm disappointed in the fact that we didn't see a 128 gigabyte storage.
Totally.
Wow.
That really surprises me, especially with the added content, and probably these games are going to be
And the Retina.
or the Retina display. But the games, I think, are just going to be packed with so
Probably
much more
20
graphics,
gigs.
and they're going to be so much bigger and require so much more storage. I think. I mean, ultimately, it's a mistake, but I mean, for the hardcore, tablet user like myself that puts a lot of video or puts a lot of content or just a lot of apps.
Well, you got
storage.
iCloud too. Think
Yeah,
about the iCloud,
and maybe
though,
that's one of the things that they're trying to tout. Just the ability to
in an iCloud world,
yeah.
Now, let's get to the main gut of what makes this tablet just crazy. The Retina display. As you can see here, it's 9.7 inches.
Yeah.
It's with IPS technology. It's a glossy widescreen, Devin.
No.
Widescreen.
Mm-mm.
Multitask.
It's 4:3 still. It's
It's
4:3
not
still.
widescreen, yeah.
I'm joking with him. 2048 by 1536 pixel resolution at a 264 pixel per inch. Wow. And it's finger resistant. I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, it's probably using Gorilla Glass 2, so that might help.
Right.
Yeah, probably. And we're going to mention real quick, as you guys know, in US it will have AT&T and Verizon as the LG. If you haven't guessed already, and it's the most networks you can connect to actually, because you also can be a personal hotspot now on this. You couldn't do an iPad 2, right?
Right. No, you couldn't do that.
So that's cool, and so now you can.
Mm-hmm.
And my iPad is about to start showing up 5.1, so we'll see. I'll do some reviews on it. I know you will do some reviews with it.
Your iPad's gonna start feeling like Grandpa now.
I know, right?
It already is, man. It already
'Cause
is.
you
My
got-
iPhone, dude, both of them are
Totally.
preparing to update. My iPhone was behind, and it's already preparing to update with my iPad. It's
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
cool.
you got the new iPad that's like the son, then you got the iPad 2 that's the dad, and now you got the iPad 1 that's the grandpa.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the grandpa in this situation. We're gonna have all three of them on scene on next Friday. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Chris
but-
is we're gonna have a lot of fun. So
and that's one reason why we're having to cut this short a little bit. I want to work on the rig today, and I've obviously got other obligations that I've got to attend to. So, but the rig is
Right.
going to be out of this world. I got quite a bit up my sleeve for that, so it should be pretty.
And we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to try to be quick on this. But first of all, 5-megapixel camera, we eyesight, they call it, autofocus, tap to focus, face detection. Now, they pretty much added everything the 4S had, but the camera difference. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Now, this is a voice recording, video recording, 1080p, up to 30 frames with audio and video stabilization. It is a VGA quality photos, it says up front, so any video. There's the battery is what's crazy. The battery is a built-in 42.5 watt-hour rechargeable lithium-ion polymeter battery. On Wi-Fi, you can do up to 10 hours, and with the LTE, you can do 9 hours, which is really cool. They kept that going. Of course, you're going to have an accelerometer, ambient light sensor, gyroscope. You got a digital compass this time. That's interesting. There's an actual compass, Chris.
Was that not part of the iPad before?
I don't think so.
I think it was, because it had orientation. So I mean, you could go into maps and be able to orient yourself to you know.
Well, I mean, I think like maybe I'm wrong, but anyways, you know, and what's cool about this now is we can do AirPlay video streaming on 1080p. But look at this, Apple TV AirPlay is still 720p when you mirror. It says here, even on the new Apple TV.
It's still only 720p.
Yeah, that's interesting to spec right there. You know, that's a good catch by me.
Huh.
And you can do video up to 1080p though with the adapter, so you can do it. You can do 1080p mirroring if you do the HDMI way.
Yeah, so there's compass. There's compass in it. See if you look at it right here. So the compass is part of iPad 2. Right.
Now you can do also, you know, 1080p is going to come to the iTunes store, so you'll be finally able to get iTunes store. Of
1080p
course,
content for.
We got, you know, a couple built-in apps here, nothing new. But what I'm going to try right now, Chris, actually, see if you could screen share yourself. See if we can get into the store. See if it's available. I'll tell you what, wouldn't you love to be the admin, the sysadmin for Apple right now?
Absolutely not. Go ahead and click on pre-order now. Why don't you just go ahead and do it?
I am.
Let's see what pops up. And if you get something, then I'm definitely going to go.
It's not even, it's connecting.
Yeah, it'll just sit there. That's what
it's probably being flooded like crazy by traffic, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can even get in the store.
The store was down too. I mean, totally unavailable. Just took you to, you know,
Alex Lindsay was able to get through. I guess you have to keep trying and trying and trying.
He got through to the store, or he got through to the pre-order?
He got through the pre-order.
Oh, wow.
It's like when I try to sign up for classes for college.
Yeah.
Everyone jumps on when it first opens up, and it's just like, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I'm back. Hey! Anyways, so, you know, I'm updating to iOS 5.1. Which I like the new over-the-air. Devin, I know you've been having that forever, you jealous mofo. But,
I'm not jealous, you're jealous.
Well, whatever. Whatever, you gloating bastard. Anyways, so, Chris, what are we gonna... show us the rig, if you have a chance. Is it with you?
It's not fully put together, but I can show you a part of it.
Yeah, just show the viewers. We got a week, so
let me talk about kind of like what we had in mind and what we're gonna do. So, as you've talked about, we're gonna broadcast live. So we're gonna be on Justin TV. So we're gonna do a simultaneous video recording and live stream at the same time. So we're gonna we're gonna have a dedicated recording. So. Meaning that we're still going to have high quality video because, you know, of course the upload to Justin TV is pretty, you know, poor. But
we were using a different thing though. Remember, we were using your screen share. We're gonna actually be using the actual iPhone this time.
Right. So I mean, either way, we're still dependent on upload.
We should have pretty quality. Depending on I think with your MiFi, we should be fine.
We should be. So I mean, this was the original idea. So the original idea was to simply put the record iPhone into the Ali Bubo. Right here, as you can see,
which is awesome.
And then also double stack the other iPhone on top with the Glyph, and the Glyph was gonna the phone that was on the Glyph was gonna be the live broadcast. But we're gonna go with the dedicated video camera. We're still gonna use the Ali, but the Ali will be stacked on top of the video camera. We'll have two wireless gear, both simultaneously going to the record camera and to the live broadcast as well.
So we'll have our iPads with us.
2 lights, so we'll be up and running. I mean, this thing will be really great. So I am a videographer and photographer, so I have the gear to make this happen. It's just a matter of personalizing it for what we need to be able to do.
Devin is so quiet.
Just listening. I mean,
all right. So here's the camera we'll be using.
Oh, the store is up. The store is up. The store is up.
Chris,
I missed it.
Was that a genuine reaction, or was that
no?
fake?
I was just messing around.
I did not see it. I feel bad now.
He threw the camera aside. He's like,
ultra fast 4G pre-order, baby. The new oh yeah, let's get back to that. All right, so do you think I think they should have came out with a new smart cover, front and back this time.
I don't agree. I don't agree at all.
They should add something to protect it better.
I honestly don't agree. I mean, I don't want anything on my iPad. I wasn't a fan of that case, the first case for the iPad 1. I hated it. It enclosed the phone too much, made it much too bulky in my opinion. I just put invisible shield on the front and the back, and I don't think I'm even going to put anything on the front this time. I think to touch the glass is just part of the experience, and I think it's going to take away from that Retina display. And I'm not going to put anything on the front glass this time around. So,
well, apparently the store's up, but I can't get to anything. Apple Care Plus is for the iPad. It's official.
Okay. So Apple Care Plus, exactly like the iPhone. A lot of this stuff is going to be, kind of something I'm going to have to think about. So I got a week to think about it, so which is good.
All right, it's installing. It's been finished. It's verifying the update for my phone.
And I'm trying to load the iPad, go to the page, and it's slow as all get out. So.
Well, my thing's updating, so yay!
So you're official. You have 5.1.
Well, it's verifying.
Way to go.
It's about to download.
All right, so I'm clicking on pre-order now. And,
tell me how that one works out for you,
What, the pre-order?
If you can get to it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get to it right now and see how it works. Let's see here. Pardon the jarring of the camera, because I've got to connect my phone. All right, so now it's just hanging.
Mine's hanging. We're hanging by a moment. What's it like? Hanging by a... Was it hanging by a moment?
Don't even try.
Okay, here it is. Apple Care Plus for iPad. Every iPad comes with a 1-year hardware repair coverage. This year, Apple Care gives it a 2-year of repair coverage. It does do the $50 incident fee. So, Chris, yes or no? Chris?
I'm thinking. Probably not.
Probably not?
Probably not.
Not worth it?
I baby my Apple products, and I don't think that I'm going to run into a situation where I might end up needing it. So
I was about to say, do you even get Apple Care for your Mac?
No.
Now,
I got 1 year of coverage, and a lot of times I don't keep an Apple product longer than a year anyway. So.
Oh, okay, Mr. High and Mighty.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Here's another thing we gotta mention. iPhoto. Okay, both my iPad and my iPhone are updating as we speak. My iPhone's already in the screen. My iPad now is updating. It's taking a minute for them to go each other, but my network's like crap right now. It's down like no other. So, Chris, let's get into iPhoto.
Okay.
Well, how about that? I mean, we knew Aperture or iPhoto, but what about it now that it's official?
Like I said during the live feed, I think it's been a long time coming. I think, in my personal opinion, it should have been here with iPad 1. But now, like they said in the keynote, every iLife application is now part of the iPad.
iOS.
And iOS for that matter. So. Did they? But they didn't say anything about about iPhoto being part of the iPhone.
No,
being available for the iPhone. So it's not technically available for iOS, but it's available for all the applications are available across the board for iPad. But I mean,
yes.
I think it's great. I mean, it's going to be amazing for people like me that are photographers and depend on photography as their livelihood. And use the iPad as a showcase to demonstrate their abilities in their photography and their video to potential clients, or even just that for demonstration purposes, like at events. And that's exactly how I'll be using it. So both for my photography business and for my let's go to Austin here, but for my photo booth. So.
My horns are showing. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it.
I'm going to go back over here to the order page, and I think this is where you've got to make a commitment. So I've got to choose your model. You got to choose your Wi-Fi.
Wait, you got in?
Yeah, I got in. So
show screen share. Screen share it.
Well, I'm recording it, so I can't Just jump over.
Oh, darn.
So this is where you can choose black versus white. Then you choose how many gigs you want, and then you also got to choose whether or not you want LTE. So,
well, Chris,
you know, I don't.
In the perfect world, right now, if we're gonna build your iPad, because I know you're not gonna pre-order it, because if you pre-order it, you can still get it at the store though, right?
I'm pre-ordering.
I never can.
Why would I not pre-order it?
Well, I'm just saying, because like what happens to me all the time is you can't pre-order it and like get it to the store for some reason. I can never get that to work for some reason.
No, I don't understand that, but I want to be in that. Okay, let me give you for instance. For iPhone 4, I pre-ordered mine. Okay, so I was up there with a buddy of mine, and and we jumped in line. You know, it was that mass run to the mall door, that kind of thing, and we were back in line probably about 200 people. We were about 200th in line, and then they finally let us into the mall, and we're thinking, oh my god, we're going to be here all morning. You know, there's no way that we're gonna. It's going to take forever to finally get up there, and get our phone. So when we get inside, no lie, I was 10th in line. 190 of those people that were ahead of me, thereabout, obviously, I'm just guesstimating, were non-pre-order. So I was pre-order. I jumped in the pre-order line. The other people were not pre-order, so they had to jump in the other line.
You can.
They let those other people. They only let one person in that was non-pre-order for every 10 pre-orders, and then they even pushed it back to every 20. So if you were in that non-pre-order line, you were there all day long. I mean that line was inching by. So if you didn't pre-order, you were pretty much screwed. I'm not going to be one of those people this time. Even if I'm there early. 12 hours early, I don't care. I'm pre-ordering mine. There's no reason not to.
No,
so.
I'm not saying not to. But every time they say, it's not available, or I can't get my thing to pick up the store either.
Right.
That's what I was saying.
So, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out right now, 4G or not. And it looks like I've got to make a commitment to it right now. And
all right, well, let's pick. All right, live on the air.
We're gonna do it on the air, huh?
We have to. It's tough. It's great. Makes great, content. All right, so Christopher, let's go through this real quick before you lose your place in line. You might. All right, so you have a MiFi, okay?
Yeah.
You got a MiFi, but you also got an iPad.
Right.
You can have a lot of people were saying that just Wi-Fi. Like Alex was saying, even Alex Lindsay was saying a little bit ago. I heard.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way. Having a 3G iPad or a mobile iPad.
Oh my God.
Is a world's time better
than
having a Wi-Fi only, because half the time you got to make sure. Okay, well, can I even connect to that Wi-Fi? Can I even, is my email gonna work? All that stuff. Like at the school, I can't use my email. I hate that. But you get what I'm saying. I think honestly, you should just get it, because you can always cancel and restart it every time, anyways, right?
Right.
I mean, fuck it. I'm not part of my language for the recording. I apologize. Don't mean to make it explicit, but that's the kind of attitude you got to have right now. Fact.
Yeah. But you think about resale value, and the resale value,
it's a lot more.
It's not.
Really?
If you go to Gazelle and look at the Wi-Fi plus 3G versus just the Wi-Fi models, you might get $5 or $10 extra for the 3G model.
So you're really paying. So you don't even get the $129 back?
Oh heck no. Heck no! You're making that investment knowing that you're not going to get that money back in the end.
Well, knowing you though too, I mean, we both know that having it would be a lot better than just relying on your MiFi all the time too.
I totally agree, because the only times
you'll have the LTE. Sorry. No. You'll have the LTE speeds without having the MiFi to weigh you down. You don't have to have an extra device with you. You just have it. Bam. You just bring your iPad.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna use mine, but you can bring your iPad, and just. Sorry. There you go. Too far. Anyways, you can just bring your iPad with you anywhere you go.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about it. And plus, we can see how LTE is out here. I have a couple of friends that a lot of people have LTE devices, but
and
we
you're
can
not
really
committing.
true test it.
Well, and you're not committing to it. So, I mean, you can go month to month with it, whereas opposed to the MiFi, you are committed to that MiFi. You're committed to a 2-year contract, and you have to pay, that $30-some a month, no questions asked.
I think we know then. I mean, come on, don't lie. The case has been made now. 'Cause you don't have to commit. That's the best part about it. But because my mom loves it, having her 3G iPad. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know, like, she could go to a meeting and not be able to connect.
I would say this though.
To Wi-Fi.
I would say this though. If I hadn't been able to get $400 for my iPad 32 gig, which technically is my wife's, then I would definitely probably be saying absolutely no, not going 4G. I can't invest that kind of money. But since I did get that $400 and
you're halfway.
I'm more than halfway. I mean, I had other income come in, especially I sold my Kindle
nice.
Fire. I had basically a review unit for 2.5 months for the Kindle Fire, which is great.
I'm so jealous.
So 2.5 months I had it. I got it day one when it shipped. And returned it the last day possible in January. So January 31st, returned it, and I got my full $200 back. Actually, you know what? I made money on it because I got refunded for shipping that I didn't actually pay for.
Nice. You and your MiFi, now this? It's like, man, you might as well now.
Yeah. I don't know. What would you do, Devin, if you were in my shoes?
Yeah, Devin really needs to be talking. He's super quiet.
So the problem is LTE or no LTE, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The thing is, I never find a need for having LTE. I obviously have a Wi-Fi only tablet, and I have Wi-Fi everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere I need to be has Wi-Fi, so I don't have a need to have actual 3G connection on my tablet. And if I do need it so bad, I can just hotspot my phone. So.
Right, but we're talking about but that's what I'm saying. You have to depend on one thing, but also you gotta mention it's like if you're on the road.
64 gig is $699, right? Or is it $799?
It's $699.
Yeah, it's $699.
I bet it's $729 with 4G, right?
No, $829 actually.
Yeah.
It's $129.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, I don't think that's worth $129. So I'd say no. Just go Wi-Fi.
Well, here's the other thing.
Austin really wants you to do this, by the way.
It's not. It's not just about that. It's just also it's a good debate. We're having a debate right now. You're on the no LT. I'm on the middle.
I'm pretty much thinking that he needs to put some money into it. So just that he has some money for. I mean, he has that investment for that review unit because he's wanting to use it for review. Therefore, he needs to push some money my way to make that happen.
I will. Don't worry.
Yeah, right.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, right.
We will. I will.
No, you won't.
But I will. Anyways,
let's cash in that $100.
Exactly. Half of it, maybe not even half, but a good portion of it.
Maybe you just won't have to pay me back for that cable now, right?
Yeah, there you go. Look at it that way. By the way, my phone has refreshed. It's starting up again. I have 5.1 on my 4S. The iPad's still going.
Right.
But anyways, all right. So Devin's on the side of no. I'm on the side of yes. So let's continue this debate.
I'm in the middle.
Yes, exactly. Well, you're the one that needs to decide. Okay. I say yet again, do it because of, like I said, if you got a kid, you got $2 now, you got a wife. Say you're on a road trip, your MiFi is great and all, but you don't have to worry about connecting it and all that stuff and having Wi-Fi issues either.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's going to go off the LTE anyways.
Yeah. So let me kind of explain a little bit. So. Like when I have my MiFi on me, it's like a lot of times, okay, I want to get on my iPad. I'm like, okay, I got to find the MiFi. Oh, it's back there in my bag. Oh, I gotta dig for it. Where the heck is it? I don't know. Is it even with me? Did I leave it in my other bag? Because I bounce between bags when I'm, going teaching versus on a shoot and back and forth. But I always have my iPad with me, and it's always like, okay, I gotta make sure I have my MiFi. Where's my MiFi? Okay. Oh crap, I gotta get it on. Oh man, the battery's dead. But I don't have an extra cable to power it in my car via the cigarette lighter adapter. So I'm like,
I found one that can do it, by the way. My one I reviewed, the combo charger, the in case, $40. It does iPad 10 watts. Cool. I love it.
Cool.
Anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about all that because I've got a buttload of batteries that we're going to be using on live for the launch. So I'm going to kind of talk about all that stuff as well.
And so now you see why I'm talking about it. It's all in one device. It's the whole Apple concept.
But what if we had another one of these live launch events and I don't have my MiFi anymore? Would we be able to broadcast live to Justin TV like we're doing if I don't have that MiFi?
Yes, then I have to be using 3G.
Well, then I would have to try to power my iPad and keep it up and running as that hotspot. And how much is the added ability for hotspot?
Well, it's not even about the hotspot thing. The hotspot thing depends on the carrier, but it's usually like $25 more. for both.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why we just do it off the data itself. And right now, Verizon has that double of the LTE. But anyways, I don't even know. I think, honestly, it comes down to is I think you should just... It's one of those things. It's like saying, same thing with your phone. You have it anywhere you go. You don't have to look for a 3G modem.
Yeah.
It's built into... it's the whole simplicity that you love from the Apple verse.
Right.
I mean, you are in the walled garden, literally.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm stuck. I'm stuck,
you
and I
get what
can't
I'm
leave.
saying?
I can't climb out.
You get what I'm
that's
saying?
For sure, yeah.
And so you should understand the whole having a synergy of just one device to rule them all. And the iPad is going to be the device this year. There is no even notebooks. This puts it out of the water.
Yeah.
This is going to be the year of the iPads. The new iPad. So the question is, do you want to take the plunge? Because like we said, it's no commitment. Whereas, your MiFi is.
Right.
And your phone is. But your iPad is not. It's separate.
So I think he's just trying to figure out a way to say, just get LTE.
I know.
That's what I'm. We both know. Devon's on the no side. I'm on the yes side. So for and against it.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not our decision. It's his.
Right, but we're helping him make his point, make his decision. That's the whole point of this.
But I still don't see any money in my hands coming my way. So yeah.
Dude, I already told you, Chris, it's happening. Anyways, but look,
you need to commit to a dollar amount right now before I hit this button.
I'll text you in a second. But look, can you see the camera in there?
Yeah,
it's kind of. You can see it right there on the right.
Hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
It's pretty cool.
You don't have to swipe in order to get to the camera.
You swipe it up. You swipe up.
Oh, interesting.
Holy mo!
Show us. Swipe up. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Interesting.
Sorry, I'm not. It's new. Anyways.
Austin, give him a dollar amount. he needs some money.
Yeah, I need to figure this one out.
I message in now.
Well, not only because of that, but I'm gonna have to. That's doable.
I have messaged.
That's doable.
Fine.
That's doable. Yeah.
Is that enough?
Yeah,
all right, but I don't get it until the end of the month. So
no,
wait till the end of the month.
That's cool, and that's for the specific use of it for testing purposes, right? So if we're
that's
doing,
just for everything.
Okay, and that's for the camera rental, my expertise, my knowledge, and the upload of on my MiFi, during the event. Okay, I'll accept all that.
Well, I mean, all the review videos you're gonna be doing in your actual studio, so
yeah.
But we're gonna be live streaming.
So when you walk out of the store with the iPad, where are you gonna do the unboxing? You're just gonna go sit on the floor somewhere and boom.
Dude, we're going to do it right there in front of the store, right in front of everybody. No, you know what we should do? We should go in the very back of the line at the last person.
Yeah.
And open it in front of them. So that way they're drooling and then they know that they've got to wait, 5 hours longer to get their hands on it.
That is so mean.
And this is all going to be on live stream too.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, is that cool? We're cool now on LTE.
Yeah.
But now we gotta get to the next step because it's not just AT&T. For AT&T or Verizon.
I know. See, that's the thing. I gotta pick.
Now we're into the next part of the debate. So now that I've won that battle, Devon, you're gonna voice for AT&T or Verizon. You pick. Which one are you gonna voice for? Because we're both AT&T people, but that's what I'm saying.
So do you plan on traveling with this iPad? I may ask.
First, no, hold on. No, he cannot answer that question.
I needed to give a straight answer. So if he doesn't tell me that, then I can't answer.
All right, fine.
Who knows where life will take me in the next year? But as of right now, I do not travel.
All right. So the way I see it is, if you stick with AT&T LTE, it's not everywhere, but it is where you are now. So you will always have it if you stay here. If you go places, you won't have as much LTE connectivity if you had Verizon. So if you travel, Verizon. If you don't, AT&T. So.
Well, here's my thing. First of all, where we are located, I have messed around with AT&T LTE. You only get 2 or 3 bars out.
Yeah,
but actually 2 to 1 bar. So it's very, very. I mean, you could still do 5-minute.
When was that test though?
When the Skyrocket came out. So like November.
Yeah. So this is March, dude. It's probably.
I've checked the map. Well, check the maps. Chris, that's my next check the map, especially where we are right now. Go on the interwebs right now. Oh, I can. Devin, load up the map for the LTE on AT&T and put it on your screen share. I'll put up the one for Verizon. Of course, like I said about Verizon, I'm not the biggest fan, but you can't. I mean, because of the pricing and the tier data, but you can't get around just the way that they have the jump on LTE.
Yeah.
I mean, we both know that they have over. We both know they have like over 250 cities.
All right.
As we speak.
Area.
Hold on, you broke up there. What was that?
You should have LTE. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
But look how is that the dark blue?
Yes, dark blue is LTE.
Okay. So Kris, we do have it pretty strong, but for some reason I noticed that when I saw it, when I tested it out, it was pretty weak. But I don't want to say it. But
I would probably this is the way I'd probably treat it. I'd probably lean toward AT&T because I already have a Verizon LTE MiFi, and so
right, and we can test it.
And then I'm pretty covered as far as both. If I need to jump one to the other, depending on where I go or what, I mean, I'm not stuck with the Verizon LTE MiFi forever, and I won't have it forever. So, not that I would even have the new iPad forever, but I don't know.
Here's my question. Sorry to interrupt you. But my question is that all right, so far in your experience, how's the Verizon been for you in the MiFi department? That makes a big difference.
It's been great. I've had no problem. Absolutely no problem. I mean, high speeds. 5 megabits out here, and I've gotten about 7 closer into town. Approaching. No, it's been actually closer to 10. So I've peaked out at about 7 out here.
Austin, I have to go in about 10 minutes.
Same here.
That's all right.
Same
We're
here.
almost
So
done.
we'll wrap it up.
We're wrapping it up as we speak. We're just getting this debate done real quick.
It's not a 30-minute wrap up, right?
No, God no. All right, let's see here. I'm showing it out. It pretty much is everywhere here. So.
Type in our zip code out here.
All right, I'll put in mine. Well, there you go, right there. Though, look.
It's a pretty comparable map to AT&T. It almost looks like it's more.
That's all LTE. The whole area, even Huntsville, got it in Conroe.
They got it, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I said it.
They have it. Is what you mean.
They got it, man. I'm telling you, they got it going on.
They got it all going on. Look. Anyways, so what do you think? What's your decision? I mean, you gotta press the AT&T button.
I don't know.
I think you should. I think you should go both. I think you should go Verizon, just because of the availability you'll have everywhere you go. If you do travel, say, if you go on the road, you could probably get LTE even on the roads, on the highways.
Right. So you're saying go Verizon with the iPad. Is that what you're saying?
That's one of my debate is I have to choose that side. Devin needs to do a better job on AT&T, but that's basically what I'm saying.
The thing is, though, it's not like it's my iPad or anything, so I really don't care what he does.
I'm joking.
No, I'm asking you, Austin. What would you do if this were your iPad?
I do?
Where would you go, AT&T or Verizon?
That's a tough choice, honestly. I think I would go. I don't like Verizon because of the way their tiering is, but you get more data. You'd get a lot more data option on Verizon than you would, say, on iPad. For example, I should have brought this up, actually, the data cap. The plans of it are just dramatically different. Like,
and that's the catch.
The AT&T, you only can get up to 2 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Where on Verizon, you can get up to 10 gigs.
Right.
And it's LTE, they got the double thing, I think, still going on. Let me pull it up, the data plans real quick, so you can see.
And we don't have to necessarily narrow it down right now, but...
Well, we're already through this much effort. We might as well close it out.
All right.
But it'll take long. Let's see.
I've got to get into the into the store, and it's kind of hit and miss right now.
Right. Let me see. Data plans.
It's definitely slow.
That's for sure. Okay.
They have the keynote up. The keynote is now officially up.
All right, so
on
if you're there, you can definitely do it.
Definitely up on the website.
All right, see right here. This is their LTE plan. They're the same in general. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Now they have it as
2510.
Yeah, see they have it 2510, where
AT&T goes like 2420 or something.
No, they don't even do that. They
Yeah,
just
they do. They have 2
They
4. Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's 2420.
2 4. It goes all the way to 20. Wow.
I think. I'm not sure.
I know it goes to at least. I know it at least goes to 4.
I mean, that's from my 4G plan. I don't use LTE. I use HSPA Plus, but
you can see the overages they're going to get you. It's $10 every gig. So even if you did get the 10 gigs, it's $80.
$10 every gig for Verizon or AT&T?
Over for both. I think it's for both.
Okay, so that's pretty even. All right, so I'm loading the store. It's very slow. Or pre-order, sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, folks, we're throwing you off here, but we got to do it. So for our post coverage, this is fun, so to speak.
The little kid holding a Razr, Motorola Razr.
And my buddy still has it. He likes it. Okay, looks like I want data though. I don't want plans.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll full screen it.
Still loading pre-order.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so they have 5 gigs now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
So Outlaw. So what is it again? 5 and what?
Well,
now?
it says here for iPad they have 250, 3 gigabyte, and 5 gigabyte.
Okay, so they don't go all the way to 10
And
like Verizon.
and they do $10 over a gig as well.
Okay, so it's 5. It's 50 for 5 and for AT&T, and what is it for Verizon for 5?
Same price, except
50.
80 is 10. See
Okay.
here?
Yeah. Yep.
So Verizon gives you a higher amount, but do you need 10 gigs or do you is 5 good for you?
You gotta think about it too, though.
No, I mean, as much as I'm out, I this past month I got 3G to my iPad, and I didn't use more than 500 megs. So
Yeah. See,
I'm lucky if I hit a gig on my plan because I use Wi-Fi so much.
yeah, exactly.
And then you got to remember, that's not even including the hotspot either.
Yeah. So how much is that?
See,
added
5
to
gigs
it?
for top. Well, I don't know. I mean, look.
For just to
Here
enable
you go.
hotspot.
LTE right here for tablets. It's pretty much $50 everywhere you look.
So that's $50 in addition to the $50 data plan, right?
No, that's just it. It's just 5 gigs. That's how it is for everybody.
So you can still enable it as a hotspot for 50 for 50 for 5 or 5 for 50.
It should say it, but it doesn't show it. But I do know. Let me go to the actual. Oh, it doesn't let me. Okay, well, I can show you on. I guess we'll just have to ask when we get there. Oh, right here. Well, see, this just shows it's a dedicated one, but it doesn't show the hotspot. How much it is for a hotspot? See?
Yeah. Just have to figure that out.
It doesn't show you, so we'll just have to figure it out. We'll have to make some calls and find out. But I would guess it's like probably $20 on top of it, to be honest.
Right. All right, I'm on the pre-order page now, and it's just brutally slow.
I bet. So what are we picking? Stick to AT&T, I think, honestly, but
it's still tough. I can't make a commitment. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, my gut is saying AT&T because I already have a Verizon Wi-Fi, so.
Right. I mean, and like you said, you're not really going anywhere, and they always add it. They're always going to add LTE for AT&T still, and it's going to get bigger and better.
Right.
Well, Verizon's had the jump since 2010. That's the crazy part to think about it. AT&T barely got into LTE just last November.
Right.
They're already. All right, Devin. And Devin's gone. You about ready, Devin?
It appears I got a package.
Oh, really? What is it? Open it on the spot.
God damn, this side's open. Freaking UPS.
What'd you get, I wonder?
I ordered 2 things, so it's probably not my computer RAM. It's probably Ah, come on. I'm gonna get my knife probably. No, I'm just ripping the shit out of it. Never mind.
What is it? What is it?
It is my headphone jack for my amp.
Yay!
This little thing. It allows a 3.5 millimeter to be plugged into a head amp.
Nice.
Quarter-inch.
But
Yeah.
that ain't.
There it is. I can.
But that,
Now I have music speakers.
yay! All right, so
Yeah, if you could have waited for that, I could have given you one a couple weeks ago, like 10 of them.
I got it for $1 off Amazon.
I was about to say,
free
it's
shipping.
cheap as hell.
$1 off Amazon, free shipping. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yay!
It took 2 days to get here, so it's worth it.
Free shipping for the win. So, anyways.
So your
okay,
take
guys.
is your take is AT&T.
Really, honestly, yes.
Okay.
I mean, you already got Verizon, but like we said, unless you're really going to do some hardcore traveling, you got the MiFi anyways.
Yeah. But then that defeats the purpose of having the 4G on the tablet then.
But then, as I said, though, you have it where you have it on one device. You don't have to have the MiFi with you unless you travel.
Right. Okay.
Think about it that way.
Yep.
It's more of a traveling companion than it is just a everyday companion.
True that, sir. All right, I think we got to wrap this up.
All right, so what's it going to be then, Chris? Decisions?
Definitely 64 gig with AT&T.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see if I can get through to the page. And you know the good thing about being at the front of the line and being like,
Regardless.
say number one is that you can change your mind. You know, if you get up there and unless they give you those little tags.
Well, don't they give you those tags once you officialize what you're gonna want?
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, like if you're at the front, you can change your mind in the end.
I was gonna say either way, we'll be in the front of the pre-order line, or in front of the other line. So either way, you'll get in.
Right. So I mean, either way, as long as I just got to simply commit to, commit to one, and then I mean, I'll be fine. So it's letting me at least click on them. So I've got to figure out what's going on here. Okay.
I guess it's gonna be a constant try.
Here we go. 64. It's not loading graphics. It's loading text, but it's
I only see text too on that site.
All right. So I'm clicking on the 64 gig. It's not showing a summary. Yeah, it's being very complicated. Anyway, well, I'll do that off. I'll do that off camera.
Yeah, you can talk to me about it later.
All right.
But I've updated to 5.1, so everybody update. Go check out your software update under General in your settings. I highly suggest it. It's gonna be great. Now having the camera automatically in the slide lock screen is pretty cool, actually. But Chris, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it as always for hosting the stream today. Devon, Devon, thank you for managing the Twitter account.
You're welcome.
Everybody got someone. Shout out to our friend Jay the Rogue. He was saying, stop with the Twitter spam. He. So we spammed it up. That's good. So, well, anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see y'all next week with the iPad live stream.
Yep.
Right,
So make
Chris?
sure you're joining us on Justin TV. Live exhaustive coverage. We'll be streaming the entire time, so should be interesting. How much battery power we can use up doing that? So.
Pretty much.
that's what I'm wondering. How are we gonna? We'll manage it all. Devon is gonna be in the building. Will he seeing Devon up there?
Yep.
It's official.
Well, not quite, but it should be.
It pretty much is said and done.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's going to be a great time, guys, so make sure y'all join us. If you're in the Houston area, we might change it to the Galleria, maybe?
No,
Chris?
no.
Okay, never mind.
Too many variables. So,
Too many variables,
yeah,
indeed. I actually agree. It was a thought. It was a thought. Anyways,
definitely not.
But thank you guys for joining us. As always, this has been Austin from Texas Tech Review. Got Chris.
Yep. And Devon.
Yes. And one last thing is follow us on Twitter at Texas Tech Review, and of course the YouTube account, youtube.com/Texas Tech Review. Hopefully Chris will put some lower third right here for you, so you guys can find everything. And also, what else? The Justin TV, Justin.tv /Texas Tech Review. So be there or be squared.